If I go, would you wait, would you wonder, would you know what I'm thinking and why I'm ashamed?
Do you hear that? It's literally the sound of like nothing. It's insane. Oh my god. But anyways, in light of the peaceful place I've stumbled across, I've decided on a video topic. I'm going to talk to you guys about anxiety. That's right, anxiety. Now, anxiety is kind of a weird thing because if you've never actually experienced it, you don't really know what the fuck it's about. You know, you go up to people who say, oh, they're anxious or they're having a panic attack or they're feeling like miserable, and you're just like, whoa, chill, dude. Like, what's wrong with you? Just take some deep breaths, relax. And honestly, I used to be like that too before I actually started experiencing like anxiety myself. And it's like embarrassing. Like, you don't know what it is until you actually experience it. And for me, man, oh, I'm not anxious like all the time, but there are times where it hits and it's just like the most crippling thing. Like, most recently, this is actually a couple weeks ago. I'm kind of embarrassed to talk about it, but I just woke up middle of the night and just intense feelings of just like dread, like impending doom. And it's like it feels so real, even though my logical part of my brain is like, yo, dude, just chill. You're gonna be okay. You're always okay. There's no reason to be feeling these feelings. But yet your body's like alarm system is just like going off. And there's a number of things that cause it. For me, I've noticed it tends to happen when I eat shitty foods. I lose out on a lot of sleep. I drink too much alcohol. When I'm like missing out on workouts and just not taking care of myself, that's usually when I'm bound to have like an anxiety attack at some point. And man, it sucks. Like, I literally had to call into work because I just felt like I couldn't function. And being in an emergency department is like the worst place to be when I'm feeling like that. And it's not like I can just like call and be like, hey guys, I need to call in because I'm having a panic attack. It's fucking embarrassing sometimes. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about it because something real to me that I just experienced myself. And you know what? Sometimes people are just gonna say like, "Hey, go out, get medicated, take some meds, deal with your anxiety." And I don't know how bad yours is because everyone everyone's experience of anxiety is pretty subjective. Not everybody experiences the same thing, and mine can sometimes feel pretty bad on occasion. But I know it's not the worst. I'm sure there's people who experience it worse. But I'm going to give you guys a little bit of feedback and kind of tell you what typically works for me when I have those episodes. First of all, you're not broken, okay? Don't let anybody tell you there's something fucking wrong with you, because there's not. It's completely normal in this day and age to, feel those things. There's just so much shit going on. Your phone's always going off. There's like Facebook updates, so many commitments, like things to do in life, like taking care of family, keeping up with everybody. Like, it can be just overwhelming. And just like anxiety, it just goes off. It's like this weird response, and you don't know why it's going off. It just goes off. But here's some things you can do to make it better. First of all, tell yourself you're okay. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not fucking broken. It's normal to have the occasional anxiety attack or panic attack. I mean, I don't know how it is with you. I mean, maybe you experience it just like all day, every day for like months on end, and that would fucking suck. In that case, I'd probably get help from a physician or something like that. But if you're like me and it's just, kind of comes and goes and it's not like a constant thing, it's like when you experience it, it's not you. It's not the happy, charismatic, best you that you know of. It's not you. It's just like I don't even know. It's just like you're just like drowning. It's weird. It's so fucking weird. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. Sometimes it gets so bad that I feel like I just need to like drink to just like numb everything and not feel it. But I'm gonna tell you that firsthand, that doesn't fucking work ever, because the next day, it's still gonna be there. If not, it's gonna be way fucking worse. And then it's just this vicious cycle. Like, how much can one person drink to not feel anxious? Not like I can stay drunk my whole life. So at some point, you're gonna have to say no to the booze or whatever bad habits you turn to deal with it. So step one, acknowledging you're not broken. It's okay to feel like this. Step two, man, take a day. I mean, I had to do it. When I called in that day, I literally just kind of fucking laid in bed. And just, I had a lot of shit to do and a lot of obligations, but I told myself none of that's fucking important right now. What's important is me taking care of myself. And the only thing that really matters in this moment is being in the moment. That breath you take, learning that living in the moment and you right now is really all that there ever really is. Like, I mean, I'm hiking on a trail. There's no guarantee I'll finish this hike. I could just collapse now. I could get mauled by a bear. It's very morbid. It's probably horrible to talk about. But you know what? I have bills to pay back home. I've got rent, and I need to call my mom and check on her. But all that's in the future. What is really going on right now? What do I have right now to feel anxious about? And you know, you could be anxious about that stuff if you entertain those thoughts and like give them life. But you could also just tell yourself that what's real is what I feel and where I'm at right now. And the only thing real to me is that I'm in the woods, and the breath I take, each breath, that's the only thing that matters. My body's keeping me alive right now. Everything else is just, it's subjective. It's up here. If I fail to perform or, you know, call my mom or pay rent or do any of those things, yeah, sure, shit's gonna happen. I could get kicked out on the street. I'm all be sad, but am I really gonna die? Is it gonna impact me in any way? Is it gonna take away this breath I'm feeling in the moment? No, not at all. So that would be the second thing. One, take your time. Be in the moment. It's okay. We all have responsibilities, but they can wait a little bit, okay? Let's put them in the back burner. Write them down. That helps me. Like if you write down all your problems or whatever you think your problems are and just put them on a sheet of paper, and that way you're like, at least I have everything written down. It's here. Now I don't have to fucking think about it because I'm not going to forget it. It's all on a sheet of paper. I'll get to it when I can get to it. So that's my step 2 for you guys. Step 3 is, I don't know, it's like digging yourself out of the trenches. Like I said earlier, I realize that whenever I get like that, it's typically because, you know, oh, I've been losing out on a lot of sleep. I haven't been hitting the gym. I've been eating like shitty processed foods or fast food, or just not eating like vegetables and quinoa and healthy things. Or I'm dehydrated, or I've just been drinking too much, or drugs. I don't know what the fuck you do. Like maybe you smoke a lot of weed and you have some rebound anxiety or whatever the fuck it is. You gotta cut that shit out. Like after you take a moment, get into the moment, put your problems on the back burner. You've got to dig out of the trenches. You've got to tell yourself you're okay, and you have to take the right actions. Now, everyone's going to have different things that help them, and this is a little bit of trial and error, but I'm going to tell you, force yourself to get out of the bed and go to the gym. Get like just a workout. Get your heart rate up for like 20, 30 minutes. It can be very basic. Just do some Stairmaster, a little jog, some cardio, maybe hit the weights a little bit. Just get your heart rate up, get a good sweat out. That's going to make you feel better. 2, get some fucking sleep. If you're feeling real anxious that you can't get sleep, that sucks. So try the rest of the things I'm going to tell you first, and that may in turn help out with your sleep. Because I think a common problem is like, oh, I can't sleep, so I need a drink to go to sleep. Then I wake up and you still feel fucking anxious. Drinking does not help you get good sleep. It helps put you to sleep. It's an anesthetic, but it's not going to help you get the sleep you need to recover, not feel the anxiety. So don't do it. So 1, go get a workout in. 2, get some sleep. Prioritize your sleep. You might be in sleep debt. That's why all this shit's happening to you. Step 3, eat some good, clean quality foods. There's a bunch of them out there, and you're going to have to do a little bit of research, but general rule of thumb, eat shit like quinoa, brown rice, broccoli, chicken, eggs. Omega-3 fats are very good when you're feeling anxiety or like depressed, so eat some avocados, some salmon, take some omega-3 pill supplements, flax seeds, chia seeds, kombucha tea, all that shit's pretty good for you. Step 3. Is it 3 or 4? I'm losing train of thought. Yeah, the 4th thing I would say is just lifestyle. You know, obviously, stay away from the drugs, stay away from the alcohol, prioritize your sleep, drink plenty of water, because you could be dehydrated, eat some better foods, try and get some rest, and tell yourself it's going to be okay. And if you have trouble kind of getting into that moment to where like your problems are just like all up in your face, and the list thing doesn't work for you, you just might need to condition your brain a little bit to learn to let go of things, let go of bad thoughts, and kind of like stay in the moment. I'm saying this a lot because the book I'm reading right now is Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, which is a phenomenal read. But he definitely preaches a lot about, you know, getting meditation in. And, you know, there's plenty of YouTube videos about this. Check it out for yourself. I do it from time to time, and I found that it really helps. Meditation, just like take 10 minutes, do nothing but just take some deep breaths, keep your body completely still, focus on your breathing. And what this trains you to do is to live in the moment and realize that your problems are kind of subjective and they don't really matter as much as you think they are. What matters is the ability to let go of all that. Take a big breath of fresh air and, live in the moment, get present to the moment. And you know what? I'm just going to tell you guys, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You're not always going to feel anxious. This is not you. There's a beautiful, amazing, awesome, inspiring, dope-ass you underneath that little facade. So don't associate with it, because I never do. When I feel anxious, when I feel depressed or just feel bad, I tell myself, it's okay, I'm human. Sometimes I have good days, so I'm going to have some bad days. I'm going to feel like shit sometimes. But what's important is that you just go on autopilot, take the actions you need to take to climb out of that little hellhole you're in, and you'll be back to the you that you love, the you you want to be, the you you're looking forward to, the great, amazing, fucking dope-ass person who you really are, not this anxious little piece of shit, because it sucks. It really sucks. Anyways, I'm going to get back to this hike, guys. You can do it. I believe in you. And done.